I'm writing the second loop here. So before second loop, loop within loop, I'm writing here read table syntax. Okay. So read table ID BB sorry LIPS into work area LIPS with the key these all things. Okay, with the key I'm writing VGBL and VGPBS here, and I'm applying binary search for this one. Okay, so if you are using binary search, then we have to sort the data. ID LIPS by VGPBS VGBL. So here I'm giving the condition VGBL and VGPBS. So based on these two fields, I am sorting the data here. Okay. Now here I'm taking one condition if size of our C equal to 0. Okay, and I will write NDP here. Okay. If size of C equal to 0, if the data is available, then I will take one variable here LB underscore IND equal to index number SY hyphen tabix. SY hyphen tabix. So I will declare that variable here. Data LB underscore IND type I. So declaration part is completed. Now I will come here. Okay. LV IND I am taking here local variable index. The meaning of this one is LV IND means local variable index number. Okay, and after that one here I am looping the data. Okay, and I am looping the data loop at IT LIPS into work area LIPS. I am using some index from LV underscore IND. Okay. So from this number onwards I am looping the data, and here I will write one condition if work area LIPS VGBL equal to work area BBAP hyphen BBLN and work area LIPS hyphen VGBEL VGPY is equal to work area VBAP hyphen host now. Then only I have to go inside. Here I am taking one condition. Okay, here I am taking one condition. So if the condition is satisfying, then only it will go inside of this one and read table of ITLKP and appending the data to final. Okay, just activate it. Click on back button. So I am fetching the data now. Perform fill fcat. Double click on it. Yes, save the data. Fetch data. Here I will take perform fill. Okay, I'm taking only fcat here and using BBLN and post now. Sorry, so number. Save it. Double click on this fcat. Click on X button. Save this perform here. And here I will write like fcat icon field name equal to p underscore 0311. I am not giving this one by default. Something variable is coming. I am taking that one only here. Fcat icon column position equal to LV and square number. Work area cat cell text square m equal to p and square 0312. Append work area f cat it f cat clear work area f cat. Now save it, check it, activate it. So field catalog for one field is okay now, and item number, material description, customer name, and date, and LAPS number, item number, quantity, date. Here the bill is okay, and here code. SO number, and this is SO item, and this is the KWMENZ, and this is the MAKTX, and name one, delivery number one, and delivery item one, delivery quantity one, and delivery date one. So as of now, I'm taking only one thing: delivery document number one, item number one, quantity one, and date one. Like that, I'm taking, and after that one, I will go for date two, date three, date four, like that. And this is the item point, this is the quantity, and this is the material. Material. And this is the customer name. This is the delivery document form. This is the item form. Quantity form. And this is the delivery. Save it, check it, activate it. So I'm filling the field catalog also. Now I will display the data. Before displaying the data, I am checking. Uh, Fine. Now work area layout also is available. I will fill the here only. Work area layout hyphen zebra equal to x. Work area layout hyphen call width fine. Now I will call the function module to display the data. Display data. And here Control F6. So use LV grid display. So here exporting time I am uncommenting. And I underscore callback underscore program I will uncomment. SPY-CPROC current program name and for query layout here, and ITFcat. Final internal table is IT backup. And exceptions are coming. I will uncomment the exceptions. And remaining things I will remove here. Check it, activate it. Fine. I will execute the program here. The main program is not activated. This is inactive. So I am clicking on this one, display object list, and double click on the main program name and right click on it and activate it. Now I will execute it. So it is asking S underscore VBELN and S underscore AUDAT. So I will change that one to sales document number. So what sales document number I have to take here? So I will go to the table level S11 and LIPS. I will check here which data I have to take here. I don't know exactly. Fine. I don't want to display all the data. I want to display only 3-4 fields information only. So I am selecting here BBELN post now, LFAMC and VGBEL and VGPYS. Click on apply button, click on execute button. It will display only 4 fields here. And here I am sorting the data here. Fine. Yes, 09. I am checking here for single document number, 2-3 deliveries are available or not. I am checking that one. I will take this one. This is one thing. But I am checking for more than 2 quantities, two deliveries here. Fine. I have an example here. This one. Fine. I will go to the program now. So here I am giving last one here. Last one. This is the delivery document number, and I am not giving any document date here, and I am clicking on execute button. So it is coming like, so how many items are there? That many of things are displaying here. Okay. So for example, I will take this one in a sales order /4 S11 EBAP. So I'm passing the sales document number, and if you see here, 2 items are coming for this sales document number. Okay, 2 items are coming, and here quantity, right? So if you want to see, I'm executing the data here. So it is displaying like this, but I don't want to display all the data. So what I'm doing, click on settings button, click on format list, and click on the choose fields here, and unselect. This is the select all fields, and this is the deselect all. Okay, and I want to display only VBELN, Postner, and KWMENZ. Right, I am selecting that one. Click on apply button, click on execute. Okay, only 2 things are coming. Okay, 10 and 20, 2 items are coming. For the 10 item, when 264 quantity is there. For the second 20 item, 220 quantity is there, right? Now I will apply this one in a LIPS table. Okay, I am passing the sales document number and I am executing here. If you see, here, so only one sales document number, but 10 and 20 quantity, 10 and 20 item numbers are coming. Okay, so here also 10 and 20. This is the sales information, and this is the delivery information, right? So for the single document, for the single document, 5873 document number and item number equal to 10. Okay, for the single item, 264 quantity is there, but they are delivering 4 times. Sorry, 1, 2, 3 times they are delivering here. Okay, 3 times they are delivering here. First time they are delivering 73, second time 180, and third time 11 they are delivering. Right. But I will come to the second order. Okay, the same document number 20 item is there. Second item is there, right? So for this one, 220 quantity is there. Okay. For the first time they are delivering 38 quantity, next 160 quantity, next 15 quantity, and next 7 quantity. Okay. So 4 times they are delivering the product. Okay, so in our output also, I am displaying the data in the same way. Okay, so item number 10, 4 times they are displaying, and item number 20 they are displaying 3 times. Is it correct or not? It's not correct here. Okay, item number 10. Yeah, it's correct only. It's correct only. See here, 3 times. See here, this is the sales document number, item number, right? So 1, 2, 3. 3 times they are delivering. So this is the sales document number and item number. So 1, 2, 3. 3 times they are delivering the product. Okay, and you can check the quantity also. 73, 180, 11. 73, 180, 11. That is correct only. And I am cross checking with 20 item. Item number 24 times are there here, right? So 4 times 38, 160, 15, 7. Okay, 38, 160, 57. 4 items are coming here. Fine. But my requirement is I have to display the data in horizontally. I don't want to display the data in the vertically here. Okay. I don't want to repeat the sales document number and item number here. Only one sales document number and only one item number should come. Okay. But deliveries are different here. Delivery numbers are different. So these delivery information I want to display horizontally. Okay. How is it possible? So where is spreadsheet data? So this is the data here, right? And here I am looping. I mean, first of all, I am reading the IT LIPS. Okay, and I am checking the index number. That index number I am passing into one variable, local variable LB underscore IND. And here I am taking one. I'm looping the data here. I am looping IT LIPS here, and from that index number, whatever the index number I am taking in this one. So from that index number onwards, I am looping the data here, and after that one I am checking here. Okay, I am checking. So what I'm checking here, uh, sales document number and billing document. In the billing document also we can get the sales document number. I am checking those two things here. Document number and item number both are checking here. If it is satisfying, then only I will go for insight. And now I will write here. I will write here. I'm taking one variable LB underscore INCR increment equal to LB underscore INCR 1 plus 1. So what I'm doing, so I'm taking one local variable LB underscore INCR, okay, incrementing number. So I did not declare that one, I will declare it now. INCR, click on back button, and here if LV underscore INCR equal to 1, okay, equal to 1, then I'm filling the data like this. Okay, I'm filling the data like this. and here else if I will take else if, okay, else if LV underscore INCR equal to 2, else if LV underscore INCR equal to 3, else if LV underscore INCR equal to 4. Append, sorry, else if I will take here, I will take append here. So what I am taking? So first of all, I am looping the IT VBAP. So first card will come to the VBAP, work area VBAP, and after that one, I am reading the I am reading the LIPS information by using sales document number and item number. And after that one, I am checking the index number. Okay, based on that index number, I am looping the IT LIPS. Okay, so in this IT LIPS, I am checking something if condition. Okay, so the sales document number matching or not. Okay, so if it is satisfying, I'm going to inside here, and here I am taking one variable lv underscore incr, okay, incrementing one. Okay, lv underscore incr equal to lv underscore incr plus 1. By default the value will be 0 here. Okay, by default the value will be 0 here. And now, so it will, so first time it will come inside the loop here. Okay, first time it will come inside the loop. At that time 0 plus 1 total 1 will, I will show you in the debugging how the value will come here. Okay, 0 will be there, 0 equal to 0 plus 1, total 1 value will come. So if it's the first record, okay, if it's the first delivery number, then I am filling the data like this. Okay, I'm filling the data like this. So if it is the second time, okay, second time also I am looping here. Okay, second time also I am looping here. At that time same data I will copy and I will paste here, but here document number 2, because I am looping second time. Okay, I am looping second time. Okay, second time. If I am looping third time, okay, if I am looping third time, then this is the 3 here. If I am looping fourth time, okay, next, next. You don't worry, I will show you in the debugging how the values will flow. Check it, activate it. Fine. Click on back button and double click on this program, and FCAT also I have to fill, right? And here I have to fill like this is the document 2 and item number 2 and quantity 2 and date 2. Right, and here also same thing, document 2, item number 2 and quantity 2 and date. Right, I will take for 3, document number 3, item number 3, quantity 3 and date 3. and 4 also I am taking here.
Sir, in document date, document number 2, item number 3 you give.
Okay, here, right? Sorry, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And here document number 4, item number 4, quantity 4, date, and here also 4. Okay, I am saving, checking, and activating. Okay, now I will double click on this one. And I will activate this program, execute the program. I'm giving the input here, and I'm trying to execute the data. So it is coming like only 2 items. I have only 2 items, the sales document number. So if you come to the delivery, so delivery document number, item number, quantity, and date. Okay, second document, item number, quantity, and date. Third document, like this. Okay, for the first one, for the first 10, where is it? So here for the 10 item number, only 3 numbers are coming. Okay, 3 numbers are, 3 quantities are coming. So here only 3 fields are filling here. Okay, up to delivery document 3 and document 4, document number 4, item number 4 are not filling because the data is not available. That's why it is not filling. And for the second item, okay, item number 20, for the item number 20, here 4 records are coming. Okay, 4 records are coming. So here the up to, it is filling up to document 4. Okay, up to document 4. So how it is working, we will check in the debugging now. So I'm keeping the breakpoint here and I'm executing the program. Same document I am taking here. Click on execute button. So first of all, I am looping the data of BBAK. Fine. So what is the sales document number? Sales document number equal to 5873 and item number equal to 10. Okay, I am looping this data first of all. Fine. I am passing the data to work area panel, and these all things you already know how to work and how the data will come. Okay, now LV and square INCR is there. Okay, so I am clearing this one here. Okay, before reading the data from ITLAPS, I am clearing the data. So that the value is 0 here. Okay, I'm clicking on F5 button. The value is 0 of LV and score INCR. And now I'm reading the data of LAPS. Okay, if you double click on this IT LAPS, okay, if you double click on this one, 7 records are coming here. Okay, 7 records are coming. I will take the screenshot for this one. Fine. Now click on back button. So what I'm doing here, I'm reading the IT LAPS from LAP, Buckeria LAPS with key VGBEL equal to the sales document number and VGPV is equal to this item number. Okay, I'm checking this 5873 and 10 item. So where is it available in the internal table? Okay, so this is the 5873 and item number 10. So this is available. Okay, this is available in the first row only. Okay, first row only. So it will take that line number. Okay, so size of bus will be 0 here. So size of bus equal to 0 is coming and size tab is equal to 1 is coming here. Okay, means so the record is available in the first row only. So it is taking the row number 1. Fine, click on F5 button. So S5 tab x. S5 tab x equal to 1 and I am passing that value to LV underscore IND. Okay, now click on F5 button. What I'm doing now, I'm looping the internal table now. Okay, I'm looping the internal table now. So from the line number 1, okay, from the line number 1 onwards, I am looping the data. Fine. Click on F5 button, and here I am checking. Okay, here I am checking. What I am checking here, this VGBEL, okay, this VGBEL and this VGPOS, and here sales document number is coming, right? So sales document number equal to 5873 and sales item number equal to 10. So these two things and these two things it is checking here. If these two are same, then it will go inside. Okay, it will go inside. And after that one here, I am increasing the number here. LBN square INCR equal to the number is 0 here. Okay, I am increasing by 1. Okay, so INCR equal to INCR plus 1. Now what will happen? The number will be 1. Here LBN square INCR will be 1. Mean what is the meaning of this one? So this is the first record. I mean I am looping the first time. Okay, I am looping this internal table for first time. Means this is the first document. Fine. Now click on F5 button. So here I am checking. Okay, here I am checking if LBN score INCR equal to 1, then it will go inside. Click on F5 button. So what I am doing here? Here I am filling the delivery document number 1, delivery item 1, quantity delivery quantity 1. Okay, so first delivery details I am filling here. Okay, so click on F5 button. And after that one, I am reading the LAKP data here. So the date will come here. Okay. So and after that one, it is checking for second else if condition. Okay, INCR equal to 2, but INCR equal to 1 only. Okay. So it won't go inside of that one. Okay. So one more time it is looping here. Okay. One more time it is looping. First record is completed now. Okay. So this record is completed. Now it is coming to the second record. Right. So in the second record also it will check the document number and the item number. If both are same, okay. So if both are same, then only it will go inside. Click on F5 button. So it is going inside. And already LVN square INCR equal to 1 is there. Okay. Previously I have taken the number 1. Okay. Now what I am doing? 1 plus 1. I mean I am looping the second time. Okay. I am looping the second time. So the looping number I want here. Okay, that looping number I want, that is why here I am writing like this. Okay, LVN square INCR equal to LVN square INCR plus 1. 1 plus 1 will come. Already 1 is there. I am adding one more 1. 1 plus 1. Total 2 will come here. Here LVN square INCR equal to 2. And here I am checking if LVN square INCR equal to 1. No, it is not 1. It is 2 here. Okay, LVN square INCR equal to 2. If you click on F5 button, it will go to else if part. Okay, here it is checking if INCR equal to 2. Yes, this is a 2 only. So it will go inside of this one. So inside what I have written? Delivery document number 2, delivery document, delivery item 2, delivery quantity 2. So like that I am filling here. Fine. So one more time I am looping here. So one more time. So what is third record? Second record is completed now. Okay. Second record is completed. If you check work area final, then how it is coming? Okay, how it is coming. So document 2 is completed and 3 is not completed yet. Okay, 3 is not completed. Delivery document 3. I mean the data is did not flow till now. Okay, now I came for one more loop. The loop number equal to 3. Okay, I am the third record now. So third record is this one. Okay, the third record also it is checking the sales document number and item number. Okay, same only. Okay, here document number and item number both are same here. So it will loop the third record also. Okay, and here I am increasing LVN square INCR equal to LVN square INCR plus 1. Means already 2 is there. Okay, 2 plus 1, total 3 will come here. Click on F5 button. So the LVN square INCR equal to 3 now. Okay, now I am clicking on F5 button. So it will go to the else if condition. Okay, so else if condition. So the cursor is coming to the 113 line now. Okay, and if I click on F5 button, it will go inside of that if condition. Here document number 3 is filling here. Fine. Fine. Now I am in the fourth record. Okay. Now I am in the fourth record of the internal table. Third record is completed and fourth record came now. But if you see here, the sales document number equal to 5873. That is okay. Here also 5873 is there. But here item number equal to 20 is there. Okay. Item number 20 is there. But here 10 is there. Item number 10 is there. So the data is not matching here. Okay. The data is not matching here. See, it means the if condition will not satisfy here. The if condition is not satisfying, so it will go to else part. If you click an F5 button, it will go to else part. See here it is going to the else part. In the else part, exit is there. Okay, exit means this total loop, it will go outside of this loop. Okay, it will go outside of the loop. If I click an F5 button, the cursor is coming to the 91 line, and if I click an F5 button, it will go outside of the loop. See here, end loop is coming. Outside of the loop, it is coming. If you double click in this work area panel, see here, up to 3 documents it will fill. 4th document is not filling here. Okay, 4th document is not filling. So what I will do now? I'm appending the data to IT panel. Okay, IT panel means only 3 records are coming here. Only 3 delivery documents. Only 3 delivery document numbers are filling here. Okay, delivery document number 4 is not available. Item number 4 is not available. Quantity not available. Data not available for 4th document. Okay, fine. Now I will come to the one more time. Click on F5 button. So main loop is not completed yet. Okay, main loop is not completed yet. So now I'm looping the second record of the VBAP. Okay, second record of the VBAP. Click on F5 button. So now the document number equal to 4873 and the item number equal to 20. Okay, item number equal to 20. So till now, what we have done, we have taken this thing only. Okay, sales document number and item number 10. Okay, now I am coming to the sales document number 5873 and item number 20. I am looping this data now. Okay, and now click on F5 button. Okay, this is the sales information. See, the class will disconnect in 2 minutes, so it will extend up to 8 o'clock. I mean 8 or 8:10 like that. Okay, I mean I have to display some total delivery quantity and what is the difference between sales order quantity and balance quantity is there, right? So I have to display 2 more fields here. So the class will extend up to 8:10 or 8 or 8:10 like that. Fine. Now click on F5 button. F5, 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 F5. If you see here, the LV underscore INCR equal to 3 is there. Okay, this is the previous value. Okay, previous value. Now I am clearing this one. Okay, I am clearing this one because the item number is different here. The sales document number, item number is different here. That is why I am clearing the data. Clearing the data from LV underscore INCR. Okay, already 3 is there. If I click on F5 button, it will change to 0. Means, so I am taking new item number. So I have to count this one from 1 onwards. That is why I am clearing the data here. Okay. Now one more time, I am reading the ITLIPS by using CS document number 5873 and 20 is the item number. Okay, so it will go to the internal table. It will check. Okay, it will check. So the document number equal to 5873 and the item number 20. Item number 20 is available here. Okay, item number 20 is available here and the line number equal to 4. Okay, line okay, line number equal to 4 here. So what will happen? So in the read table syntax, it will check the index number. So what is the index number? S5-tab x equal to 4. Okay, so I am passing that 4 to one variable LV underscore IND. Okay, so if you see here LV underscore IND equal to 4. So I will loop the internal table. Okay, I will loop this internal table from 4th record onwards. I don't want to loop first 3